My Personal Education Philosophy by Ray Fonley. I am not your typical teacher that graduated college with a degree in education, but entered teaching as a 50-year-old working on his third career change. My previous professions were as a medical technologist doing hospital and clinical laboratory work, then as a personal trainer in my own training gym. I entered the medical field because it was steady work and I had the ideal of affecting the health of patients positively. I didn't find that my work had any long-lasting positive effect on the lives of patients. I then became a personal trainer and found that I could positively affect the lives of my clients and teach them about the health message. But even then I felt that I could mold lives more effectively if I could reach them before they became adults. Adults who have already set in their lives the ideas and lifestyle habits that control their choices. So the purpose of education then for me is a vehicle in which the lives of young people can be molded, transformed, and nurtured so that they can reach their greatest potential in mind, body, and spirit. Not just in health, as in my previous careers, but the whole person. And the center of that education is the designer and creator of the whole person, Jesus Christ. The educational philosophies that abound, whether behaviorism or pragmatism, progressivism, essentialism, constructivism, etc., focus on a perspective of truth that connects a thought to reality and experience. But in secular philosophy, the center of that truth is man himself. In John 14:6, Jesus states that I am the way, the truth, and the life. In John 8:32, then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. Jesus Christ is a source of truth, a model for truth, and the embodiment of truth. Thus, one of my responsibilities is to represent him, convey him, and centralize him in the subjects that I teach, in my actions, and even in informal conversations with my students. I want my students to say that they saw Jesus in me, in the way that I lived my life, and that I was an authentic Christian. In order for effective learning to take place, the school and especially the classroom have to be an environment that feels safe and nurturing for the students. A place that doesn't condemn them for any self-perceived shortcomings, for their faults, or for their disadvantages. An environment that doesn't allow their peers to engage in forms of rejection, humiliation, and ridicule. The world presents many distractions, and school should be a place that in many ways isolates first from those distractions, but yet instills a relevance of the material being learned to their world. Biology, health, physical science, life skills, fitness, physical education are all subjects that have practical real-world applications, and the knowledge that the students gain should be the key that helps them to live better lives and to make wiser decisions. Learning should be serious in content, but can be fun in acquisition. I love the blow-your-mind moments where they can see how one thing relates to another and why things are the way they are in the world. I frequently engage with students in discussions that may or may not stay on track, allowing them to guide the direction while I steer the content. I often employ gameplay format to put all the students on equal footing and to promote student involvement. The students often cheer louder for the students that struggle, especially when they tend to beat the perceived smart students in the class. In my opinion, education is the task that we have to engage in order to cover required subjects. But while we are doing that, we have the opportunity to truly teach. Jesus' method of teaching wasn't knowledge, just knowledge. Though obviously the disciples had a grasp of Scripture they didn't acquire in the formal schools of the rabbis. Jesus taught by example, by parable, by questions and answers. He taught while walking, while fishing, while sleeping, while weeping, by living and by dying. As teachers, we teach through stories, through personal experiences, through conversation, and while playing and associating with the students. There are more learning experiences that occur outside the classroom than we think if we are willing to look for them. Our students may not remember those physics laws or that last equation in chemistry, but they will remember how we made them feel. They will remember if they were invisible to us or if they mattered in some way. In conclusion, I feel that education is the opportunity to introduce young people to Jesus Christ in practical ways. And by connecting young people to Jesus, we can shape and transform their lives, and for many, counteract the negative influences and negative voices that discourage their potential. Education is the vehicle that allows us to create useful members of society, of families, and of our churches. School is where the students learn to serve God and to serve others, and thus create lives that have purpose and meaning. Going to school can help you earn a living, but true education can help you learn to live. Thank you.